Good morning, everyone. It is October 7th, 2019. I'm Eric. So, you might recall yesterday I mentioned the deep state is the state. And this was before I saw this particular article here. And this comes from Tyler Durden. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you because I'm not really great at reading aloud, but we will hit the main points. Bannon says the concept of deep state is a conspiracy theory for nutcases because it's right in your face. Again, this is on Zero Hedge and from Tyler Durden. So, most of you know, undoubtedly, that Steve Bannon was the former Trump 2016 campaign chair and White House strategist. And he says that the deep state is a conspiracy theory for nutcases, explaining to author James B. Stewart, America isn't Turkey or Egypt. And that's Steve Bannon right there, in case any of you don't know who he is. Bannon says that while there is a formidable government bureaucracy in the United States, there's nothing deep about it, adding, it's right in your face. And as I said yesterday, the idea of a deep state, well, it's just, the state is the deep state. And at any time, we can overcome this state. But the claim that the deep state is a conspiracy theory flies in the face of White House senior advisor Stephen Miller, who suggests that the deep state is behind an impeachment inquiry into President Trump's request that Ukraine investigate political rival Joe Biden last Sunday. Miller told Fox News he knows the difference between a whistleblower and a deep state operative. Now, most of you already know my take on the Trump's presidency and elections in general, and that is presidents are selected, not elected, and Donald Trump would not be an exception to this. He too is related to all of the other presidents. They're all related to a king. And if you're related to this individual, this king, and the particular king's name slips my mind at the moment, but I don't suppose it's all that important. What is important is if you are a presidential candidate and you're related to this king, the probability of you being the one put in the White House is high. Now, according to a couple of different articles, and I presented the 12-year-old girl's summer project before, Martin Van Buren was the only president to not be related to this king, but that too turned out to be false because he was related to the king's mother. All right? So, the idea that Donald Trump was anything but selected and that these impeachment inquiries and all this bullshit going on with Donald Trump is real, it's very hard to swallow. And the main reason is because he's related to all the other presidents and that king. He says, Stephen Miller on whistleblower, Chris, I've worked in the federal government now for nearly 3 years. I know what the deep state looks like. I know the difference between a whistleblower and a deep state operative. This is a deep state operative, pure and simple. Now, what it is smoke and mirrors. Now, I can go back to before the election of 2016 and find many, many, many video clips of the very same press that is supposedly against Trump, fawning and reacting with glee to everything Donald Trump said. How is it that all of a sudden, out of the blue, for no good reason, they begin to hate this man? Unless it is artificial, unless it is an act. You have to remember that these presidents and their counterparts throughout the government and the press are all fucking actors. They act like they give a shit. They act like, that Donald Trump is the worst thing in the world. But the fact of the matter is, it's all a reverse psychology campaign. So, somebody else, I guess with a little more credibility, or a lot more credibility, has the same thought as I do. The state is the deep state. Period. Yes, there may be individuals within these institutions that do not like Donald Trump. But there's individuals in those same institutions that did not like Barack Obama either. And I find it rather amusing, too, that, the right-wingers, when Barack Obama was elected, they accepted that he was the one selected. But when Donald Trump got selected, the left-wingers freaked the fuck out, and the right-wingers just could not bring themselves to admit that Donald Trump was a selection rather than an election. So, the deep state is the state, period. And the only way to get rid of the deep state is to kill the state. And that's why I tell you, each and every video, kill the state, live free.